Shooting a deer, we sit in silence with your rifle by my ear. I'd eat venison forever just to keep you here. But you push me out, I keep you down. You touch my mouth and lie like you mean it. And I'm halfway home, stuck in the middle, and you call my phone, speak like a riddle, and you break me to pieces.
A little puzzle. I can tie it, I can double knot it if you like.
With your rifle by my ear, I'd eat venison forever just to keep you here. But you push me out. Whisper something I could hear. Away for the weekend, shooting a deer.